Lifematters, welcome back again to Life Matters with your host Langwan Leslie. If this is your first time for stopping by, you are highly welcome. I don't know what pulled you to this channel. Maybe the word consistency has, stick that reminder in your head and you are like, I struggle in this. Make sure you know you are not alone. We struggle with consistency. As a matter of fact, it's because of the fact that I struggle with consistency so much that I thought about sharing this video so that whatever I'm learning or whatever we are learning, we can do it together. So if this is your first time, make sure to hit the subscribe button if you've not done so already. And I want to take this opportunity to thank those who keep coming every day. I mean, they are excellent. We appreciate them so much. So guys, today we are going to be doing the part 2, which I promised when I did the previous video on consistency. If you've not watched that video, make sure to go back and watch it so that you can be able to follow us. I promised I was going to do a part 2 and maybe a part 3 because this is a huge subject matter. Consistency is one of those things that apply to every area of our life. Like, you need consistency for everything, for your marriage, for raising your children, for your job, succeeding in life. Everything you have to do, even treating yourself. For example, if you are going to be able to heal yourself of an illness and you've been prescribed medication in the hospital, you have to be consistent in taking that medication for you to see fruits, for you to be healed of that sickness. So in every area of life, if you have to fulfill destiny, if you have to be able to accomplish goals, you have to be consistent in whatever thing you do for you to reach your goal. So it is a great subject matter which I want us to really take time to watch till the end, and make sure to leave your comments if you've also struggled with it or if you think you have more points that can help us in consistency. Today I want us to talk about steps we can take to improve on consistency. The first point I want us to note is the fact that for you to improve in consistency, you have to first of all figure out what is stopping you from being consistent, or what is making you fail in being consistent. For example, over time I've noticed that what makes me not to be consistent is the fact that I procrastinate a lot. Okay, if I get up today, I said I was going to do something today, and then today I get up and I feel just maybe some little thing just comes up, I give an excuse. I take it as an excuse and I don't accomplish my goal for that day. I don't do whatever I was supposed to do for that day. I don't plan, and I just get up, and I have that zeal in me. I have points, I have ideas that I really want to do, but I have problems putting them together and trying to make sure that I accomplish them. I'm not consistent. I procrastinate. I tell myself I will do it another day. Sometimes I just get up and I'm lazy. I'm like, I have time. I always feel like I have time. If you're like me, then you need to work on that. Get rid of that thing that is making you not to be consistent. Get rid of that thing that is stopping you from accomplishing the things you plan, you said you were going to do. The second point that I want us to talk about when it comes to steps to improving on consistency is for you to develop consistent habits, guys. Develop habits that will improve your consistency. For example, you might decide to use reminders. For example, it might be an alarm clock. I used to be that one person that would think like I will have alarm clock, like I will have my phone ringing all through the day, like alarm for prayer, alarm for going to buy something. Like I just had so many alarms. Even though people started talking to me, like some people complain, it's like it was so loud, but you can also stop it from being loud by putting it on vibration if you think you can get it when it vibrates. Another way you could do also is the fact that you could talk to somebody whom can remind you, somebody that you think is reliable, that will remind you on certain important things that you have to do to accomplish your goal. So that can be another reminder. I want to talk about is to create realistic goals, guys. That is so important. You don't want to create goals that will get you discouraged. You don't want to set things that you want to do that will make you overwhelmed. Like you just the thought of it, just the thought of, oh, I have to do all these things tomorrow will just get you to a place where you're already tired even before you indulge in it. Set realistic goals, small goals, especially at the beginning, at the onset, when you're still struggling to build that zeal in you. Try to set things that you can accomplish. Take for example, you want to build a house. you have to begin. Maybe the starting point is just going to be maybe just getting a plot of land, getting money, raising money for a plot of land. The next point might be just buying maybe just sand and putting in that land. The next thing might be just laying, like molding bricks and putting, like you can set those small goals. If you get to a point where you are able to do more than you plan on doing for a particular day or a particular period of time, bravo. But then if you don't get to do it, but you accomplish that small one that you said, then you will feel happy and you feel energized and you will be prepared to keep going. Another point under developing consistent habit is for you to try to stick to your schedules. If, for example, you schedule that every morning at 6 a.m. I'm going to do this, 7 a.m. I'm going to try to stick to it, because those are the small things you will do over time that will build up and make you become consistent. If you've decided that after breakfast, before breakfast, I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that, try to stick to it. So stick to your schedule. That is going to help. Third point that I want to talk about, or step towards being consistent, is for you to handle the mistakes you have in your routine. Okay, handle mistakes in your routine. Don't beat yourself. Don't be so harsh on yourself. Like if you make a mistake in your routine, don't like, whatever, can I ever, don't beat yourself too much. Try to figure out what the mistakes you made were and try to fix them so that you don't keep doing them. But give yourself grace. It takes grace for you to keep doing all those things to accomplish. So if you get too hard on yourself, then you get discouraged and you stop whatever you are doing, and then you end up not doing anything. The last point I want us to talk about today when it comes to the steps towards growing in your consistency is for you to give yourself time to change. That is so important. You've struggled over time with, maybe sometimes you set goals this month and then you fail. You have to change because you've discovered the errors, the mistakes. You have to change everything, and then you start all over again. And all of that, those are things that can make you discouraged. Just the fact that just thinking that you are starting all over again might be a worry. But if you get to a place where you tell yourself, it takes time to change. I actually read somewhere it said humans need 21 days of doing something consistently for them to stick to that particular habit. And they need 90 days of doing something, little bit of things for it to become a permanent part of their life. And I've known that, like before some years past, I used to get up. I had a routine where in the morning I had to drink warm water and lemon. And I did that for over 1 year. It helped me tremendously. But before I could get to that place of even liking to drink warm water and lemon, it wasn't easy. But I'm happy that I gave myself grace. On days that I couldn't drink as much as I used to drink, I was okay. The little I drank was good enough for that day. The next day I tried to improve. And I did that for 1 year consistently. So if you begin something, try to understand that you are human. It takes time. Times they say time proves a lot of things. So it takes time for you to be able to get to that place where you accomplish your goal. So try to give yourself mercy, show yourself grace, and that is the thing that will give you that boost to keep going, even when there are errors, when there are mistakes on the way. So guys, this video has gotten too longer than I wanted it to be. I still have other points I'm going to make, and I'm going to be doing a part 3 of this video because I feel like consistency is something we don't want to joke with. I love you guys so much. Make sure to leave your comments on the comment section. Let us know what helped you to build your consistent level to where it is today. If you are still struggling, you feel like you've not understood us, leave your comments still, and we are going to see how we can improve. And guys, see you in our next video. Bye for now.